welcome to our Free Game Friday. Free-to-play games that you can find on the Steam. I am Kisara, and we are going to showcase a game called Fayburrow. Fayburrow. It came out earlier in 2022. So if you hear that, it's the background music for it. It came out in 2020 through an animation film from VIA University. A world of fairies, a childhood friend suddenly calls Beatrice back to her old hometown. Yet when she arrives, her friend is mysteriously missing. So it's as for developer Fayburrow Troop Animation Workshop VIA, a free-to-play game. Student created, it looks like. You play the role of an amateur detective, Beatrice, and her curious fairy Lou to unravel the secrets of their hometown in Fayburrow. So with all of that in tow, let's go ahead and take a look at the game. So I'm going to start it up. Made with Unity. So it's a Unity created game. There we go. So here we are. The first thing that I noticed right off the bat is I have an ultra-wide monitor. It doesn't quite fit for that, so I had problems with trying to get good resolution. It works. It looks really nice in 1920 by 1080, and you can keep it in full screen. But if you have a wider monitor, I would probably say just kind of be aware. I'm going to turn down my volume just a little bit. Just kind of be aware of that. Just as far as gameplay, you might have to finagle with a little bit of the settings here and there, but this is primarily the biggest one for that. It also does not seem to have controller support, so I couldn't play with my Xbox, it seemed like, on my Xbox controller. So this is very much mouse and keyboard. You have your interactings with the Lou on Q, interact with E, and so on and so forth, all right inside here. All right, I am doing this as a blind playthrough. I actually just saw it recently, and it looked quite interesting for a free-to-play game, especially with the graphics the way they are, so I thought, let's give it a shot. All right, so blind playthrough, a first blind playthrough of Fayburrow. Post Office Telegram, S19, number 28, or 6, from scribbled name. Dearest Beatrice, this time I'm not just asking you to come back solely because I miss you, but because I need your help. I think I have finally discovered something in relation to what happened to Ernest all those years ago, although I am afraid I am running out of time. I will explain everything in detail when you get here. Be careful who you trust when you arrive. Please make haste. B. Agnes, XOX. Lou, the fairy. Strange to be back, isn't it, Beatrice? Looks like someone is here to meet us. You can puzzle over that letter later. Perhaps Agnes can explain it in person. Alright, so just kind of a quick heads up, this is not going to be a full playthrough of the game. Because it's free to play, I see no reason why people couldn't get it, and play it on their own, so I don't want to do any spoilers in this one. So this is more like a free first time playthrough showcase. So just like I said, use the mouse to look around, and WASD to move. You have in the up left corner, Q interacts with Lou the fairy, and J is the journal. Pretty straightforward. So far, let's look around real quick. So this is what we look like. So I did like some very basic animation work when I was learning Blender many years ago. And I remember the hours upon hours upon hours upon hours it took to make simple animations and artworks. So already kind of surprised at just the art in a free-to-play game like this one. So yeah, already it looks very pretty. Ooh, night sky. Nice. All right, E to interact. Oh, with red hair like that, you must be Miss Albright. We can say good evening or and you are. Good evening. Agnes mentioned you were coming. Asked me to see that you arrived safely. My name's Stan, milkman by morning, postman by day, barber at tea time, and officer by night. It's a pleasure. I love the detail on his face. It's great. School, was it? I'll take yous. That's very kind. I'm going with the polite route. Nice, no problems at all. Off we go. Oh, I guess Flu has something to say. Miss Arkwright. Beatrice will do, eh? Miss Arkwright. Welcome home, Beatrice. Where'd she go? Oh, she's right there. So this is graphics quality set to high. It's very pretty. It's nice and nice colors. Lots of contrast. Oh, sorry, Stan. You grew up here, no? So no use showing you around. It's awfully quiet these days anyway. Everyone's preparing for the Eclipse Festival, of course. Don't suppose that's why you're here, is it? Of course. Fair enough. It's a lovely place to grow up, that's for sure. Does everyone have a fairy? Does he have a fairy? His fairy is chilling on his hat? Okay, so fairies are normal here. Okay. Moved here from the city, I did. Like the peace and quiet. Bit too quiet now. Never mind. Come along. Okay, so we unlock like more details. This game, while free to play, it does not come with Steam achievements. So if you're not an achievement hunter, this will be a nice change of pace, in my opinion. You can just play the game straight through and enjoy it. Sometimes, sometimes we get the hassles of the, needing to achieve the certain things here and there. But this one is just story-based. You can just enjoy it. Oh, look at that. How pretty. Is this the school? It's a big school. It looks more like a church. Alright, welcome home. I'll head back to the square if my fairy gets to sleep for both of us. The fairy is asleep. It's just chilling, holding on. Oh my god, it's so cute. Toodaloo. Night, Miss Arkwright. Good night. Alright, so we will go ahead and go forward then. I like the subtle music in the back. I tell people from composition standpoint, like if the music sometimes comes out and you recognize it here and there, it's really nice. But when the music is ambiance, it's supposed to be background. If you don't notice it but you still feel it, it's even better. So I do like the compositions in this score here. This way leads to the classrooms. You've got your baccalaureate journalism classes to worry about now. Let's hope the Professor Russell doesn't execute us for skydiving. I guess we skipped classes. A friend in need is a friend in need, Professor. is the door to the assembly hall, isn't it? I don't miss assembly. The floor there was so cold and you never got a bench. They kept us fairies pacified. Seems kind of barbaric after how relaxed it is at the university. University is always far more relaxed than school. Ah, the kitchens. I miss Mrs. Marigold and Maurice's puddings. I wonder if they still work here. Marigold always had bigger dreams, but some fairies weigh people down. Oh, I wonder if you get to choose your fairy. Or if your fairy is chosen for you, like Black Clover's grimoires. Oh, that's nothing. Okay. So I guess we'll make our way up the stairs. I guess I could open the journal and see what we have here. Oh, yeah, so this is new. So, the to-do list here on a little notepad. Let Professor Lachlan know you're home. Alright, so there's a journal. Here's the telegram post that we saw before. And here we have a picture of what looks like everyone at school. It says here, underneath it, Ernest's 10th birthday with Agnes and me. What has she found? 5 years ago, this seemed like an obsession. A phase. I can't wait to see her. Here's our settings again. Oh, run is shift, so we can run if we really wanted to. Okay. So this is running. She sounds like she's panting. Lou stops us from going this way, saying, "We'd better pop our heads into Lachlan's office before we barge in on Agnes." All right. Is this the office? Beatrice? What a pleasant surprise. What brought you home all of a sudden? I was not notified of your coming. Not to worry. Do, come in. More in, okay. My apologies, Beatrice. Although surprised, I am glad to see you. It's been a long time. You look well. I hope they are treating you all right at the university. They speak highly of you in their letters. Which, I must say, raises the question, why are you here? Surely you have plenty to keep you busy. I can say just visiting, came to see Agnes, or expelled for misconduct, which I'm not going to say for this run. You can say it for yours. Tell me how it goes. I came to see Agnes. Ah, of course. She'll be ecstatic to see you. Well, she's not here right now. She comes in late these days. I'm sure it'll be all right for you to stay in your old room with Agnes tonight. Your bed is still free. She wouldn't let me put any new students in there. Thank you for visiting. It truly is good to see you. Good night. I hope Agnes is along soon. I like his fairy, the very Professor furry. Alright, so let's go into Agnes's room. Our old room, it sounds like. This way leads to the classrooms. You've got your baccalaureate journalisms. Alright, so we did that room, which is also the more classrooms. Oh, it's the open door. Duh. Agnes looks like she's been busy. Uh-huh. Oh, look, Lou says the same thing. Agnes has been busy. Are you all right? You look kind of peaky. It's odd that being back after so long. Don't worry, I'm sure Agnes understands you're busy. She's not the type to hold it against you.
Come on, maybe we can shed some light on her later by taking a look around.
Yep, let's look around.
Hey, this letter's addressed to us. What does it say?
Let's see. The post office telegram. Beatrice. The eclipse is almost upon us. What I mentioned about those tight-lipped intellectuals goes deeper than I imagined. Literally. Beatrice, if this is the last letter, Ernest is...
It stopped suddenly. Definitely mid-sentence. And it's even more confusing than the one she sent us. She says it's the last letter, but we've only got one more. And she says she's mentioned things she completely hasn't.
All right, so there must be more letters.
I think it's safe to assume there are. She must have been about to write something about Ernest, and the ink is all dry.
She was interrupted.
Yes, I suppose she could have stepped out, but why wouldn't she come back? The ink is all dried up. Can that really be it?
She got distracted?
Not inconceivable knowing her, but she makes it sound so important. Can that really be it?
She isn't here.
I'm afraid that might be the case, though the professor seemed adamant she'd be along shortly. Well, now we know there's a missing letter from her. When she comes back, we can just ask her in person, right? Let's see if we can find more before we hit the hay.
She'd certainly be doing a lot. Oh, Jay is... So here is... Poke around her stuff. Oh, we have... Give Agnes a big hug. Hug in capital letters. And then poke around her stuff. Alright, so that's additional to our journal. Look around her stuff.
Ah, the three of you look so happy. Agnes must really cherish that memory, too. You haven't mentioned Ernest in a long time. Agnes really took his disappearance with a ferocity. You've got nothing to feel guilty for. People grieve in different ways.
I do like our character's look. I do. Did she... Oh. Did she leave just food on the bed? Ugh.
Wow, these are very detailed. No idea what these symbols mean, but it definitely looks important. I bet it has something to do with what she's discovered. Let's see if we can find any more before we hit the hay.
Some detailed drawings.
Funny looking badge. Looks like a homemade military position. It's pretty poorly drawn, but it must be sentimental or she wouldn't put it on her coat. As cool as ever. It's late. Let's go to bed. Agnes won't mind if we use hers, will she?
Yeah, since the other one's covered in stuff and food and dirty clothes. Yeah, we can go to bed. Thanks authors and artists for creating such detail.
Let's see. Arise, arise, for every shadow flies.
Drop something. Good morning.
Agnes isn't here. And with that unfinished letter?
I don't like this.
I miss her too, but we'll find her. No reason to panic. Let's think. Lachlan seemed pretty sure that Agnes would be here to meet us. Perhaps we should ask him if he knows why she hasn't come back yet? You've collected a few of the things we found here in your journal, haven't you? If you need to remind yourself, open it and take a look. Now, quick, march to Lachlan's office. Hop to, hop to.
Ooh, saxophone. Yes. Ooh! Look out, then.
We've been made. Split. That was weird.
Did he want Agnes?
He probably expected Agnes. Bet you gave him a nasty shock. Still, suspicious behavior. Should we follow him?
Oh, I guess we can run, can't we? I'm assuming he ran down here.
Why does Verbert always have to run inside? If Nanny catches him, he'll be scolded. I'll probably get in trouble just for being here.
Alright. I guess he's not upstairs? I mean downstairs? Nope.
Not here, and locked. No chance of snooping. What? He really didn't want us to yesterday. I got curious. Agnes worked with him sometime. There could have been something. Anyway, I think we'll have better luck in town.
I guess we're going to town. Oh, there he is. No? By the way, our run is a very strong power walk.
Hannah. Oh, with the glasses like those. You must be Miss Arkwright. Agnes talks about you often. Lovely to meet you. I'm Hannah.
I feel like me, and you read with accents in your brain. That's a look at this detail. There's a cat. There's a man with a pipe. There's some portraits. There's this picture of the school. Pictures of the town. I'm not going to comment on the 3 same women in these pictures, but I love it. Alright. So I guess we'll try the kitchen. Nope. Got the same dialogue as before. Got the same dialogue as before. So I imagine it's probably outside.
Ugh, that Herbert is so annoying. I'm telling Nanny. Bright green eyes. You must be Miss Arkwright. Professor mentioned you'd be coming back. You're a lot prettier than I expected. You wouldn't mess around like Herbert, would you?
No, Emma, I would not. So Herbert definitely came out this way. This gives me kind of like a Fable light feel. I was just talking with someone. I was like, I love the Fable series. And this kind of feels a little like that as far as like display and artistry, character design, you know. Lou says,
You want to go and meet Mr. Burns' farm?
Scared of crows.
Caw-wee!
I don't want to do that right now, though. Alright, so let's see. Ah, there he is. Herbert says,
Phew, I think we made it.
I'll prod him.
Ah! Aw, alright. You got me. What do you want?
Nicked any letters?
What? From Agent Foxtrot? I'd never. I just checking if she'd come back. Or not, that's all.
Alright, back from where?
Wouldn't you like to know? You could be anybody, an imposter or something. You've not done nothing to prove nothing. And I didn't do anything to the postman neither.
Okay.
Looks like we'll have to earn his trust for him to spill the beans. What should we do?
For now, let's leave. And we'll go talk to the postman, since for some reason he did nothing to the postman. Oh, morning, Miss Arkwright. Sleep well, did you? Yeah, yourself? Oh, yeah, I'm okay, eh? Okay, maybe not completely. Lad keeps nicking my stuff. I can't work like this. Took the milk, my deliveries, even my bloody hat. Do you need a hand? Oh, that'd be grand if you're up for it. I don't think I would have hidden him too far from here. But I did see him run down that alley by the apothecary. Alright, let's go down the alley by the apothecary. Ooh, who's this?
Hello.
Vega. Can I help you? Do you know Agnes? Of course. Are you a friend of hers? I'm her tutor, so she and I become quite close of late. I haven't seen her in a day or two. How many days? Well, 3 now, I suppose. Why? What's the matter? Herbert said, you didn't take anything that little wretch said seriously, did you, sweetheart? Such fiery red locks. You wouldn't happen to be Miss Beatrice Arkwright, would you? Yes, I see. Agnes mentioned you frequently. Honestly, I expected brighter, given her tone. Well, love, unless there's any alarming proof and danger, I'll not worry. Agnes is a wild spirit. Whenever the wind takes her, that one. If I had half the heart of her, I'd be far away from here. Alright. So we have the apothecary.
You can press Control to crouch under the gaps of this fence. Reminds me of sneaking around places we shouldn't with Agnes and Ernest.
So you have crouching. Oop, I hit the wrong button. Crouching and moving forward. So we can crouch and... So we can crouch and walk. We can't crouch and walk faster. Oh wait, there's a mirror here. Hold on.
Odd place to leave a broken mirror.
Oop, crouch.
What have you got there? A key?
A skeleton key.
Doors everywhere quiver in fear of your newfound might. Hey, Bee, where do you think this well leads?
Another world.
A world of only mushrooms and damp bottoms, no doubt.
Ooh, what's this?
That's his hat. Well, that's sorted. Now to find the rest.
Okay, so we got the hat. Oh, here are the deliveries.
Stan's letters. Good job. Now see if we can find the rest.
Oh, we're looking for milk. It's right there. I'm a goober. One of them's broken, though.
Hey! Today will be remembered as the day Fayburrow townsfolk poured their ale in their oats.
And a cleaver.
Gosh, the butcher is rather careless. Some of the bottles is broken. Herbert is a menace to society. I like him. Let's go back to Stan once we've found the hat and deliveries.
Alright, we found all the... That cleaver is just there. It's just chilling. Alright, we found all 3 of his stuff, so... Oh, that's everything. Oh, you're a lifesaver. Thank you, Beatrice. Now, what have we got here? Uh-huh. This one's for you. There you go.
It's a letter from Agnes. What does it say?
Beatrice, I'm writing to you again to underline the urgency of my discoveries. Hawthorne School founders were a secretive group of scholars. I believe they might have built the school as a cover-up for greater research. Someone appears to know what I am up to. It's scary. They've been covering their tracks, but that only makes me more sure of myself. You must not miss the first train home. B. Agnes.
This could be bad. Listen, Beatrice. Now that you've got something conclusive, you can talk to me anytime and we can try to puzzle it together. I reckon this letter will also open up some possibilities with other people. So don't worry if you can't figure out it all right away. We might just need to talk to the right people. Just press Q and we can connect the dots together.
So like this.
Want to see what you can piece together?
All right, let's try. Just again to get an idea.
All right, here we go. Let's outline what we know first. Then you can figure out what's missing.
All right, the stalker.
Right. According to this letter, Agnes thought she was being watched. But we don't have any evidence for the suspect. Unless you can count Herbert, and somehow I don't think he's capable.
All right, we have the scholars.
That's true. It could be one of the tight-lipped intellectuals she was writing about. If only we knew who any of them were. I don't see us getting any further until we know more. See what else we can find.
All right, so that's a helpful way to use hints. That's a hint clue there, is to discuss the points. So let's go ahead and talk to Herbert.
What do you want?
This is a letter from Agnes.
Whoa. Yeah, I hate to admit it, but that's got to be the one from her.
Oi!
All right, so she does know you. That means you're one of us. Welcome to the Brewing Bandits. We're a covert group of private investigators in Fayburrow. You're our third member. You can be Ancient Ginger Biscuit. I am Ancient Agent Yellow Flash.
I'm sorry, Agent Ginger Biscuit?
Yeah, get used to it, newbie. In this business, there's no telling the danger you'll be using in real names.
Right. Where's Agnes?
You mean Agent Foxtrot. That's your first warning, Ginger Biscuit. I received my last report from Agent Foxtrot 3 days ago at 6 p.m., moments before she went to speak with the professor. And as far as the intel I've gathered can show, that's the last time anyone saw her. She was talking about someone she knew, maybe an old friend. Ernest wasn't really listening. But not even the professor's giving anything away. Most suspicious if you ask me.
She didn't come out?
Well, that's the strangest thing. She never came back. There's no way in or out of that room.
Thanks, Yellow Flash.
You're welcome. Stay vigilant, Agent Ginger Biscuit.
Agent Ginger Biscuit is a very hard name to say. All right, and last, I think we'll talk to this person here. Hello, dear. I love her fairy. I love it. Found a book you're interested in? Here, look at this. This is from Agnes. Oh, she wrote you, did she? Let's see here. Oh. Well, this is a little alarming, isn't it? How can I help you? All right, who are the scholars? I'm afraid I don't know exactly, but there are stories. Fayburrow is an old town. It is said it was built on magic soil, no doubt sparked by the mushrooms you will find here. There are tales of a group of ancient academics building their libraries under a soil of hawthorn ground. I believe this refers to Hawthorne School. I've often wondered why such a grand place exists, all the way out here. Okay, so I wasn't crazy. When we first saw that building, I was like, this is a really big school. To protect or even hide piles of ancient texts. Now that would be exciting. All right, what kind of research? You know what questions to ask, girl. However, I cannot give a definitive answer. The legends say the scholars came to Fayburrow for something. Something that is beyond understanding. I read once it was a gate. Some say it was a hall, others say it was a door. But they all said it led somewhere where none return. Is Lachlan a scholar? Do you know, when I very first met him, I thought that. It's hard to believe his intentions were bad, but if they are still around, there's a strong possibility he's associated. He's inherited the school and is guardian to its grounds, so it seems reasonable to assume he knows everything about it. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Oh wait, did I do what? Yes, I did. If the scholars really existed, and they really did hide things under the school, I think whatever they found must be fascinating beyond compare.
Oh.
You're welcome, dear. I'll do whatever I can do to help. I hope she's okay. All right, so we have some further momentum here. We've discovered that the school is definitely a little bit more obtuse than it initially meets the eye, though honestly, when we initially saw it, I was like, what is going on? We have this kid here, Herbert, and Agnes creating a group of the bandits that go investigating a bunch of things. We have the letters that she's shown us and all the stuff in her room as she's tried to go figure out from there. Let's see what the journal says that we should do next. Learn the people in the town. All right, so the second telegram we have here looks like it's definitely about Ernest, but what could she have found? She's been very busy, busier than she's ever was in classes, that's for sure. Diagrams showed the folklore and theory behind the upcoming Eclipse Festival. And also an odd badge for Agnes, most likely sentimental. Sentimental from what, though? I don't need to piece anything together. I hit that by accident. Okay, so let's make our way. This one is, I smell crumpets, along with all sorts of other things. Don't hold back on the cakes while you're here. We're not going inside, Lou. Looks like everyone's busy preparing for the festival. Let's not disturb them just now. Okay, so these are not the houses we need to go to. So we probably need to go back to the school and see if we can confront the professor. Maybe. I love the power walking. There's Emma. We already talked to her. It doesn't look like she was a part of it. Oh, we can't go back into school. Okay, let's talk to Emma again, see if she says anything different. Emma says, he must have been dropped as a child. His fairy is just as bad. She's talking about Herbert again. Let's see. I don't think we need to talk to Stan, but just in case. Sorry I didn't get that letter to you sooner. Honestly, that boy. The professor's got his hands full around with him around. Alright, let's see if Herbert knows anything else. Let's see. As far as the intel I've gathered can show, the professor's office is the last time anyone saw her. Not even the professor's giving anything away. You saw her go in. Exactly, but the strangest thing is, she never came back. There's no other way out that room. Okay, so we're here. So I think at this point we actually we'll use Lou to figure stuff out. Yes, let's try.
Alright, here we go.
Alright. The professor's office is the new one.
Agnes was last seen in Lachlan's office.
Why would, let's see, is Lachlan a scholar?
It remains to be seen. We can't assume anything yet, but his office is a good place for us to start. We're going to have to figure out a way in there to sneak in there at some point. If only we knew what we were looking for.
The gate.
We don't know much about that yet. Besides, that's just vague speculation. If we find something more conclusive in his office that relates to this, then it will lead us elsewhere.
The archives.
Yes. Doesn't that sound very Lachlan to you? Secret knowledge? He loves that kind of thing. And the entrance is in
his office.
There's got to be a hidden entrance there somewhere. Beatrice, you did it! Agnes must have gone to the archives.
You see that glasses, Glenn? I'm here. I'm here for it.
Now that we know we're looking for a secret entrance, all we need to do is sneak in and find it.
We can ask Herbert or we can ask Vega. I imagine Herbert would be the best distraction. Vega might actually be the one that's more likely to give lists of a distraction. But let's start with Herbert.
Yes, he's our man. Bet he's done it loads of times. Let's see what he can come up with.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Alright, tell him plan B.
So, you need to sneak into the professor's office, do you? Well, you're coming to the right person. As it so happens, I'm somewhat of an espionage professional. What we need is a distraction. Is that so? Says Vega. Sneaking into the professor's office. How daring. What? How be? No, I mean, why would we want to go in there? I know what kind of ruckus you cause, boy. Agnes is missing, no? I'd like to find her as much as you. She hasn't stopped by in a while, and I've been worried.
I see. You must be part of an external Bureau of Investigation.
Guess you can temporarily join our super secret infiltration scheme.
So then, what's the distraction plan, Agent Ginger Biscuit?
We can spike his drink, unsolvable equation, or a game of cards. I'm not the one to make Herbert spike a drink. Let's do a game of cards. Let's see what happens. Vega says, I don't know about cards, but he plays chess.
Oh.
I'm not too shabby myself. I could be your distraction.
Brilliant! He'd never suspect that. All you need to do is sneak in and find where Agent Foxtrot went. I'll sneak in with you and help you find the clues you need. So, see you on the front, Agent Biscuit.
Should I ask? Should I ask why he calls you that?
Best not.
Well, I suppose I ought to join the little scoundrel. Risk it for a biscuit, eh?
That went well. Ready or not, here we come. Remember, we're looking for some kind of hidden door.
All right. Let's do this. We're going to find a secret entrance, and then I will let you all play from there.
Operation Checkmate is afoot. Vega's got him absorbed in the mezzanine, but stay out of his direct line of sight. Hold control to stay in sneaky places that are risky. Best of luck, Agent Biscuit. Time to make our move.
All right, so we need to sneak out of his line of sight. His line of sight is toward the window. Okay. Oh, we got caught already! Beatrice, what are you doing down there? Sorry, could you come back later? We're in the middle of a game. Oh, well, he can see that way, too. I didn't mean to stand up either.
Maybe there's some kind of hint in these files. Let's look. Nothing incriminating. He's done a lot of research on energy resources. I don't see how that's connected exactly.
All right. You know, that looks like a big secret entrance.
Go on, Beatrice. You've got a mathsy brain. What does it mean?
2 particles.
Pfft, you don't really know. Come on, we won't find anything with equations we don't understand.
Oh. I hit the wrong button again. Not wrong, but...
Those scrolls look authentic. Maybe he's got some old knowledge lying around. Not so useful for finding an exit, but really rare. He's got access to all sorts of documents and high-end academics.
Alright, later.
Yeah, let's get a better look after we've located Agnes.
Alright. As long as we don't stand up. Oh, what was this?
Whoa, think our old boy's all right? That's a lot of whiskey. That's high-grade stuff. Wouldn't mind a drab.
You might die.
I know. Let a fairy dream.
I will say, at least this isn't a time limit. Should we go upstairs?
If you're thinking of tugging on every book in this room, I'll take a nap. Sorry, we can't look through them all. Lament of the Fae. Lachlan used to read that one a lot. It could be connected to his research, I suppose. He's even got Adventures of Bram here. That was my favorite.
Alright, well, we can't go up the stairs, so we know it's not on the mezzanine at all. Oops. Ah! Alright, we'll try it again.
Shh, Biscuit, don't make a sound.
I'm not trying to. That's not it.
Here we got La Chambre du General, Point of Apex, The Fantastic Tales of Cowboy Kevin. Honestly, with the amount of books on these shelves, the secret entrance is as secure as can be. Let's look somewhere else unless we have no alternative. I'm at the no alternative stage. So that's the E for the...
Oh, I let go of the... I let go of the control. That's the equation E. That's still the equation E. You know, I'm beginning to think it's not actually in this room at all. That's that E. That's that book E. That's whiskey E. Nope, that's old scrolls. We got caught sneaking that way, so let's not go that way again. Ah, there we go.
What did you... The fireplace. What did you just... Was there a lever back there? Honestly, that's pretty cliche, Lachlan.
Okay, so we just had to go sneaking that side of things. Alright, we found the secret entrance. Right here. Ooh, purple crystal is my favorite.
This is beyond anything I expected. Vega wasn't understating libraries under the soil. How much research? How many old texts?
Let's take a look.
Right. Of course. This makes me very uneasy.
Alright, and from here we would continue forward through the underground libraries. Look how pretty they are. And on that is the showcase. I'm going to go ahead and stop here and let you all explore this particular game on your own. This one, let's see how we have a save file. I think it saves automatically, that little spinning coin that they have there at the bottom. Are you sure you want to return to the main menu? Progress will not be saved. It just saved. It has an autosave feature, so it will save up to a point. So we hit the checkpoint. We're not very far past the checkpoint, so I don't have to worry about that. And we are going to call it here. I hope you enjoyed the showcase of Fayburrow. It is free on the Steam. No Steam achievements, but definitely a lot of story and intrigue to go through. So I hope you enjoyed the show, and we do free game on Steams every Friday, showcasing not full playthrough of them, but like definitely showcasing the ones that we can find to play for free on Steam, because there's plenty of gamers, developers, and hobbyists who create these, take the time out for them, and I believe that they definitely, very many of them deserve at least a little bit of taste of what they can do, and then hopefully you'll enjoy them too. So that will be it for today. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and as always, stay safe.